Question 1. What should you do if your vehicle begins to skid? A. Accelerate to regain control. B. Brake hard to stop the skid. C. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. D. Steer in the direction of the skid. Answer D. Steer in the direction of the skid. When your vehicle begins to skid, you should steer in the direction you want the vehicle to go. This helps regain control of the vehicle. Question 2. At what blood alcohol concentration, BAC, is a driver considered to be driving under the influence, DUI, in California? A. 0, 8% or higher. B. 0, 5% or higher. C. 0, 10% or higher. D. Any detectable amount of alcohol. Answer A. 0, 8% or higher. In California, a driver is considered to be driving under the influence if their BAC is 0, 8% or higher. Question 3. When are you allowed to make a U-turn at an intersection with a traffic signal? A. Only when a U-turn sign is posted. B. At any time if the way is clear. C. When the traffic signal is green. D. Only when a U-turn is prohibited sign is not posted. Answer C. When the traffic signal is green. You are allowed to make a U-turn at an intersection with a traffic signal when the signal is green, provided it is safe to do so, and there are no signs prohibiting U-turns. Question 4. What is the proper way to use a roundabout or traffic circle? A. Yield to all traffic on your left before entering. B. The vehicle in the roundabout has the right of way. C. Always stop before entering the roundabout. D. Signal left when exiting the roundabout. Answer B. The vehicle in the roundabout has the right of way. When using a roundabout or traffic circle, you must yield to vehicles already in the roundabout as they have the right of way. Question 5. How far in advance should you signal before making a turn? A. At least 50 feet before the turn. B. At least 100 feet before the turn. C. At least 200 feet before the turn. D. At least 5 seconds before the turn. Answer B. At least 100 feet before the turn. It is required to signal at least 100 feet before making a turn to give other drivers and pedestrians ample warning of your intentions. Question 6. What does a solid yellow line on your side of the road mean? A. Passing is allowed. B. Passing is prohibited. C. The road is ending. D. There is a pedestrian crossing ahead. Answer B. Passing is prohibited. A solid yellow line on your side of the road means that passing is not allowed from your direction. Question 7. When is it legal to share a lane with a motorcycle? A. When traffic is heavy. B. When the motorcycle rider agrees. C. It is never legal. D. When overtaking a vehicle on the right. Answer C. It is never legal. It is never legal to share a lane with a motorcycle. Motorcyclists are entitled to the full use of a lane. Question 8. What actions should you take when you hear a siren or see flashing lights of an emergency vehicle? A. Speed up to clear the path. B. Continue driving at the same speed. C. Pull over to the right and stop. D. Turn on your hazard lights. Answer C. Pull over to the right and stop. When you hear a siren or see flashing lights of an emergency vehicle, you should pull over to the right side of the road and stop to clear the way. Question 9. What is the 3-second rule? A. A method to determine if you are following too closely. B. The time it takes for a car to stop completely. C. The minimum distance to keep from the car in front of you. D. The time to wait at a stop sign before proceeding. Answer A. A method to determine if you are following too closely. The 3-second rule is a way to ensure you have enough distance between your vehicle and the one ahead to avoid collisions. Question 10. How should you react to a flashing red traffic light? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop and wait for the light to turn green. C. Treat it as a stop sign. D. Slow down and yield to traffic. Answer. C. Treat it as a stop sign. A flashing red traffic light should be treated as a stop sign. Stop completely and proceed when it is safe. Question 11. What does a green arrow showing with a red traffic light mean? A. You must stop and wait for the green light. B. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. C. All traffic must stop. D. You may not turn in the direction of the arrow. Answer. B. You may proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. A green arrow with a red traffic light means you can proceed in the direction of the arrow, but must yield to pedestrians and other traffic. Question 12. When parking uphill on a street with a curb, which way should you turn your wheels? A. Away from the curb. B. Towards the curb. C. Straight ahead. D. It doesn't matter. Answer. A. Away from the curb. When parking uphill on a street with a curb, you should turn your wheels away from the curb to prevent the car from rolling into traffic if the brakes fail. Question 13. What is the maximum speed limit in most California residential areas? A. 25 miles per hour. B. 30 miles per hour. C. 35 miles per hour. D. 40 miles per hour. Answer. A. 25 miles per hour. The maximum speed limit in most California residential areas is 25 miles per hour unless otherwise posted. Question 14. How should you respond to a pedestrian who is crossing the street at an intersection with no marked crosswalk? A. Yield the right-of-way. B. Continue driving. C. Honk to alert them. D. Signal them to stop. Answer. A. Yield the right-of-way. You should always yield the right-of-way to pedestrians crossing the street at an intersection, even if there is no marked crosswalk. Question 15. What does a no parking sign mean? A. You cannot stop your vehicle there. B. You can park for a limited time. C. You can only load or unload passengers. D. You can only load or unload goods. Answer. A. You cannot stop your vehicle there. A no parking sign means stopping your vehicle at that location is not allowed at any time. Question 16. How do seat belts reduce the risk of injury in a car crash? A. By keeping you from being thrown from the car. B. By spreading the force of the impact over larger areas of the body. C. By preventing collisions. D. By keeping the car from rolling over. Answer. B. By spreading the force of the impact over larger areas of the body. Seat belts reduce the risk of injury by distributing the forces of a crash across the stronger parts of the body. Question 17. When can you legally drive in a bike lane? A. When you are making a right turn. B. During rush hour only. C. At any time if traffic is slow. D. Never. Answer. A. When you are making a right turn, you can legally drive in a bike lane within 200 feet of an intersection or driveway where you plan to turn right. Question 18. What should you do if you are involved in a car accident and someone is injured? A. Leave the scene immediately to avoid traffic. B. Move the injured to the side of the road. C. Call emergency services immediately. D. Wait for someone else to call for help. Answer. C. Call emergency services immediately. If you are involved in an accident where someone is injured, your first action should be to call emergency services for help. Question 19. What are the consequences of refusing to take a chemical test, blood, breath, or urine, for alcohol or drugs when arrested for DUI? A. No consequences. It is your right to refuse. B. Mandatory 1-year suspension of your driver's license. C. A warning and a fine. D. Requirement to attend a traffic school. Answer. B. Mandatory 1-year suspension of your driver's license. Refusing to take a chemical test when arrested for DUI results in an automatic suspension of your driver's license for 1 year. Question 20. What does a flashing yellow traffic light mean? A. Stop and proceed when safe. B. Proceed with caution. C. Yield to oncoming traffic. D. The traffic light is out of order. Answer. B. Proceed with caution. A flashing yellow traffic light signals the driver to slow down and proceed through the intersection with caution. Question 21. What should you do if you approach a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing? A. Pass slowly on the left. B. Continue driving at a normal speed. C. Stop until the red lights stop flashing. D. Honk to alert the bus driver. Answer. C. Stop until the red lights stop flashing. When you approach a stopped school bus with its red lights flashing, you must stop and wait until the red lights have stopped flashing before proceeding. Question 22. What is the legal requirement for child passenger safety seats? A. All children under 8 years old must be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. B. Children under 5 years old must use a booster seat. C. Children can sit in the front seat with a seat belt if they are over 6 years old. D. Booster seats are only required for children under 4 feet 9 inches tall. Answer. A. All children under 8 years old must be secured in a car seat or booster seat in the back seat. This law is designed to protect young children in the event of a car crash. Question 23. How should you react to a yield sign? A. Speed up to merge with traffic. B. Come to a complete stop every time. C. Slow down and give the right of way to traffic on the road you are entering or crossing. D. Ignore it if the road seems clear. Answer. C. Slow down and give the right of way to traffic on the road you are entering or crossing. A yield sign requires drivers to slow down and yield to any traffic that has the right of way. Question 24. What does the basic speed law mean? A. Never drive faster than the posted speed limits. B. Always drive at the speed of traffic, no matter the speed limit. C. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. D. The minimum speed you should always be driving. Answer. C. Never drive faster than is safe for current conditions. The basic speed law means that you must always drive at a speed that is safe for the road and weather conditions. Question 25. When is it legal to use your car's horn? A. To alert another driver who is not paying attention. B. To say hello to friends. C. When you are stuck in traffic and impatient. D. To scare animals away from the road. Answer. A. To alert another driver who is not paying attention. The car's horn should be used to alert others to prevent accidents, not for unnecessary noise. Question 26. How should you respond if your right wheels go off the pavement? A. Brake hard to stop immediately. B. Continue driving with the wheels off the pavement. C. Gradually slow down and steer back onto the pavement. D. Accelerate to get back on the road quickly. Answer. C. Gradually slow down and steer back onto the pavement. If your wheels go off the pavement, slowing down and then carefully steering back onto the road is the safest response. Question 27. What is the purpose of diamond-shaped traffic signs? A. To indicate school zones. B. To To signal the presence of a stop sign ahead. C. To warn of possible hazards or changes in road conditions ahead. D. To designate parking areas. Answer C. To warn of possible hazards or changes in road conditions ahead. Diamond-shaped signs are used to alert drivers to upcoming hazards or changes in road conditions. Question 28. What does a white painted curb indicate? A. Loading zone for passengers or mail only. B. No stopping, standing, or parking. C. Parking for a limited time. D. Handicap parking only. Answer A. Loading zone for passengers or mail only. A white painted curb indicates a loading zone for passengers or mail only, often with a time limit specified. Question 29. What should you do before backing up your vehicle? A. Turn on your hazard lights. B. Honk the horn 3 times. C. Check your mirrors and look over your shoulder. D. Accelerate quickly. Answer C. Check your mirrors and look over your shoulder. Before backing up, it's important to check all around your vehicle to ensure it's safe to do so. Question 30. What are the rules regarding cell phone use while driving? A. Handheld use is allowed at any time. B. Only hands-free use is permitted. C. All cell phone use is prohibited. D. Texting is allowed, but talking is not. Answer B. Only hands-free use is permitted. In California, drivers are only allowed to use cell phones in a hands-free manner while driving. Question 31. How do anti-lock brakes, ABS, work? A. They lock up the wheels to prevent the car from moving. B. They prevent the wheels from locking up to maintain steering control during an emergency stop. C. They automatically slow the car down when it detects slippery conditions. D. They apply extra force to the brakes when they detect a collision is imminent. Answer B. They prevent the wheels from locking up to maintain steering control during an emergency stop. ABS allows the driver to maintain more control over the vehicle during a braking emergency. Question 32. What are the guidelines for safely passing another vehicle on the road? A. Pass on the right at any time. B. Only pass on the left if the road ahead is clear. C. Pass on the shoulder of the road. D. Honk to signal you are passing. Answer B. Only pass on the left if the road ahead is clear. It's safest to pass another vehicle on the left side and only when the road ahead is clear of oncoming traffic. Question 33. What does a solid white line between lanes of traffic mean? A. You may change lanes with caution. B. Lane changing is discouraged but not prohibited. C. Lane changing is prohibited. D. It indicates a pedestrian crossing. Answer C. Lane changing is prohibited. A solid white line between lanes of traffic means that changing lanes is not allowed. Question 34. When is it required to stop before proceeding when you overtake a school bus with flashing red lights? A. Only if you are on a 2-lane road. B. At all times, regardless of the number of lanes. C. Only if the bus is on the opposite side of a divided highway. D. Never, as long as you slow down. Answer B. At all times, regardless of the number of lanes. You must stop for a school bus with flashing red lights, whether you are behind the bus or approaching from the opposite direction, unless the road is divided by a physical barrier. Question 35. How should you adjust your driving in foggy conditions? A. Use your high beams for better visibility. B. Drive at the normal speed limit. C. Use your fog lights or low beams and reduce your speed. D. Follow the tail lights of the car in front of you. Answer C. Use your fog lights or low beams and reduce your speed. In foggy conditions, it's important to use fog lights or low beams for better visibility and to reduce your speed to ensure safety. Question 36. What is the significance of a no U-turn sign? A. U-turns are allowed only during daylight hours. B. U-turns are permitted unless this sign is posted. C. Making a U-turn is prohibited at locations where this sign is displayed. D. Indicates an area where U-turns are recommended. Answer: C. Making a U-turn is prohibited at locations where this sign is displayed. A no U-turn sign clearly indicates that making a U-turn at this location is illegal and could result in a traffic violation. Question 37. How should you position your hands on the steering wheel? A. At the 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock positions. B. At the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. C. At the 8 o'clock and 4 o'clock positions. D. One hand at the 12 o'clock position. Answer: B. At the 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. This position provides the most control over the vehicle, allowing for safer driving and better reaction in emergencies. Question 38. What are the penalties for driving without insurance in California? A. A warning for the first offense. B. Vehicle impoundment only. C. Fines and possible vehicle impoundment. D. Community service hours. Answer: C. Fines and possible vehicle impoundment. Driving without insurance in California can result in significant fines and the potential impoundment of your vehicle. Question 39. What is the correct action to take when approaching a crossroad that is not controlled by signs or signals? A. Accelerate to cross quickly. B. Yield to all traffic on the right. C. Stop completely before proceeding. D. The vehicle with the most passengers has the right of way. Answer: B. Yield to all traffic on the right. When approaching a crossroad that is not controlled by signs or signals, the driver should yield to vehicles on the right. Question 40. What does a yellow and black RR sign indicate? A. Arrest area is ahead. B. Reduced speed zone ahead. C. Railroad crossing ahead. D. Road repair work ahead. Answer: C. Railroad crossing ahead. A yellow and black RR sign is used to warn drivers that there is a railroad crossing ahead, indicating they should slow down and prepare to stop if necessary. Question 41. How should you use your headlights when driving at night? A. Low beams in urban areas, high beams in rural areas, or when no traffic is near. B. High beams at all times for maximum visibility. C. Low beams at all times to avoid blinding other drivers. D. Off to conserve energy. Answer: A. Low beams in urban areas, high beams in rural areas, or when no traffic is near. Using low beams in urban areas prevents blinding other drivers, while high beams in rural areas improve visibility when no other traffic is near. Question 42. What does a slippery when wet sign mean? A. Increase your speed to pass the area quickly. B. The road ahead becomes a dirt track. C. Proceed with caution and reduce your speed. D. Stop and wait for the road to dry. Answer: C. Proceed with caution and reduce your speed. A slippery when wet sign warns of potentially slippery conditions ahead, advising drivers to slow down and proceed with caution. Question 43. What is the rule for turning left on a green light when oncoming traffic is present? A. Turn immediately before the oncoming traffic moves. B. Yield to oncoming traffic until it is safe to turn. C. Oncoming traffic must always stop and yield. D. Honk to signal your intention to turn. Answer: B. Yield to oncoming traffic until it is safe to turn. When turning left at a green light, you must yield to oncoming traffic and pedestrians before completing your turn safely. Question 44. How should you treat a bicycle lane when you are turning at an intersection? A. You may drive in the bicycle lane for up to 200 feet before your turn. B. Ignore the bicycle lane as bicycles should yield to cars. C. Never cross a bicycle lane. D. Stop and wait for bicycles to pass before turning. Answer. A. You may drive in the bicycle lane for up to 200 feet before your turn. This allows you to safely merge into the bicycle lane before making your turn, giving bicyclists and drivers clear expectations. Question 45. What does it mean if a traffic signal is showing a red light and a green arrow at the same time? A. Proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. B. Stop completely and wait for the green light. C. The traffic signal is malfunctioning. D. Only traffic turning in the direction of the arrow must stop. Answer. A. Proceed in the direction of the arrow with caution. A green arrow with a red light allows you to proceed in the direction of the arrow, but you must yield to pedestrians and other traffic as necessary. Question 46. What are the rules for parking near a fire hydrant? A. Within 10 feet is allowed if you stay in the vehicle. B. Parking is not allowed within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. C. You can park within 5 feet during daylight hours. D. There are no specific rules for parking near fire hydrants. Answer. B. Parking is not allowed within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. This rule ensures that emergency services have access to the hydrant in case of a fire. Question 47. When must you yield the right-of-way to public transit buses? A. When the bus is merging back into traffic from a bus stop. B. Only during peak traffic hours. C. Never. Buses must yield to cars. D. When the bus is signaling a left turn. Answer. A. When the bus is merging back into traffic from a bus stop. In many areas, traffic laws require drivers to yield to public transit buses as a courtesy and to improve the efficiency of public transit. Question 48. What does a blue curb mean? A. Loading zone for commercial vehicles only. B. Handicap parking only. C. Short-term parking with a time limit. D. Passenger loading and unloading with no parking. Answer. B. Handicap parking only. A blue curb designates parking spaces reserved exclusively for vehicles displaying a valid disabled parking placard or license plate. Question 49. How do you properly secure a load that extends more than 4 feet from the back of your vehicle? A. Use a red flag or lights on the load. B. No special requirements are needed. C. Drive slowly and use hazard lights. D. Secure it with rope only. Answer. A. Use a red flag or lights on the load. Any load that extends more than 4 feet from the rear of a vehicle must be marked with a red flag or lights to alert other drivers. Question 50. What should you do if you miss your exit on a freeway? A. Stop and reverse on the shoulder. B. Continue to the next exit and find a way back. C. Make a U-turn through the emergency vehicle turnarounds. D. Use the next off-ramp to turn around. Answer. B. Continue to the next exit and find a way back. If you miss your freeway exit, it's safest to continue to the next exit and then safely find a way back to your intended route. Question 51. What are the steps to take if you have a tire blowout while driving? A. Brake hard and immediately to stop the vehicle. B. Maintain vehicle control and gradually slow down. C. Immediately pull over to the left side of the road. D. Increase speed to counterbalance the blowout. Answer: B. Maintain vehicle control and gradually slow down. In the event of a tire blowout, it's important to maintain control of the vehicle and gradually reduce speed before safely pulling off the road. Question 52. What does an orange traffic sign signify? A. School zone ahead. B. Construction or maintenance work ahead. C. A change in the traffic pattern. D. A traffic signal is out of order. Answer: B. Construction or maintenance work ahead. Orange traffic signs are typically used to indicate the presence of road work, construction, or maintenance, alerting drivers to proceed with caution. Question 53. When is it not safe to pass another vehicle? A. On a straight road with clear visibility. B. In areas marked by a solid yellow line on your side of the road. C. On highways during daylight hours. D. When the vehicle ahead is driving below the speed limit. Answer: B. In areas marked by a solid yellow line on your side of the road. Passing is unsafe and usually illegal in areas where a solid yellow line is on your side of the road, indicating no passing zones. Question 54. What actions should you take if you encounter a funeral procession? A. Join the procession to get through traffic faster. B. Yield the right-of-way until the procession has passed. C. Overtake the procession as quickly as possible. D. Honk to show respect. Answer: B. Yield the right-of-way until the procession has passed. It's respectful and often required by law to yield to funeral processions, allowing them to pass uninterrupted. Question 55. What is the correct procedure for changing lanes on a multi-lane road? A. Signal your intention, check your mirrors and blind spot, then change lanes when safe. B. Speed up and change lanes quickly to avoid slowing down traffic. C. Change lanes abruptly to keep other drivers alert. D. Signal after changing lanes as a courtesy to other drivers. Answer: A. Signal your intention, check your mirrors and blind spot, then change lanes when safe. This ensures you're aware of other vehicles and can safely move into another lane without causing a hazard. Question 56. What does a yield sign shaped like an upside-down triangle mean? A. Speed up to merge with traffic. B. Stop and wait for your turn to proceed. C. Slow down and give way to traffic on the main road. D. The sign is decorative and has no meaning. Answer: C. Slow down and give way to traffic on the main road. A yield sign indicates that you must slow down and, if necessary, stop to give way to traffic on the main road before you proceed. Question 57. What are the requirements for front seat passengers regarding seat belts? A. Seat belts are only required for passengers under 18. B. All front seat passengers must wear seat belts. C. Seat belts are optional for passengers over 65. D. Only the driver is required to wear a seat belt. Answer: B. All front seat passengers must wear seat belts. California law requires that all occupants of a vehicle, including front seat passengers, wear seat belts. Question 58. What does a bike lane sign indicate? A. A lane dedicated to bicycles only. B. Bicycles are not allowed on this road. C. Motor vehicles are allowed to use the bike lane at any time. D. Parking is allowed in the bike lane. Answer: A. A lane dedicated to bicycles only. A bike lane sign designates a portion of the road for the exclusive use of bicyclists. Question 59. How should you react to an end school zone sign? A. Continue driving at a reduced speed. B. Increase speed to the regular limit. C. Stop and wait for a signal to proceed. D. Watch for children crossing the road. Answer: B. Increase speed to the regular limit. Once you pass an end school zone sign, you may resume driving at the speed limit for the area, provided it is safe to do so. Question 60. What does a T intersection sign signify? A. The road you are on ends and you must turn left or right. B. There is a three-way stop ahead. C. Traffic from the right has the right of way. D. A pedestrian crossing is ahead. Answer. A. The road you are on ends and you must turn left or right. A T intersection sign indicates that you are approaching an intersection where the road ends and you must choose a direction to continue. Question 61. What should you do when approaching a traffic signal that is not working? A. Treat it as if it's a green light and proceed with caution. B. Ignore it and continue at the same speed. C. Treat it as a stop sign and proceed when safe. D. Wait for someone to direct traffic. Answer. C. Treat it as a stop sign and proceed when safe. When a traffic signal is not working, it should be treated as a stop sign. Drivers should come to a complete stop, then proceed when it's safe to do so in their turn. Question 62. How should you approach a blind intersection? A. Speed up to minimize the time spent crossing. B. Stop at the intersection, then proceed when safe. C. Slow down, stop if necessary, and then proceed with caution. D. Honk your horn as you approach and proceed without stopping. Answer. C. Slow down, stop if necessary, and then proceed with caution. At a blind intersection, drivers should reduce their speed and stop if they cannot see oncoming traffic, then proceed when it's safe. Question 63. What does a keep right sign indicate when you see one at a construction site? A. You must turn right at the next intersection. B. The right lane is closed ahead. C. Stay to the right of the obstruction or divider. D. All traffic must exit to the right. Answer. C. Stay to the right of the obstruction or divider. A keep right sign at a construction site directs traffic to stay to the right of an obstruction or divider for safety reasons. Question 64. How should you handle a situation where you are being tailgated? A. Brake sharply to discourage the following driver. B. Speed up to create distance between you and the tailgater. C. Move over to the right and allow the tailgater to pass. D. Ignore the tailgater and maintain your speed. Answer. C. Move over to the right and allow the tailgater to pass. The safest way to handle being tailgated is to move over to the right when it's safe to do so and let the tailgater pass. Question 65. What does a pedestrian crossing sign look like, and how should you respond when you see one? A. A sign with a walking person. Slow down and yield to pedestrians. B. A yellow diamond with two people walking. Come to a complete stop. C. A sign with a cross. Increase your speed to minimize wait time. D. A rectangular sign with a pedestrian symbol. Pedestrians have the right to cross first. Answer. A. A sign with a walking person. Slow down and yield to pedestrians. A pedestrian crossing sign indicates areas where pedestrians may be crossing the road. Drivers should slow down and yield to pedestrians.